Good morning, guys. I'm audible. Good morning. How are you? How are you all doing today? Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. Some revision, and today we'll be doing the doubt solving for the whatever we have covered in the previous class. Correct? Okay. One of the people from you, I think so, it's Rupesh. Rupesh has asked us doubt yesterday that he will be not joining today due to some reason of that. But he asked me about the doubt regarding the spiral of matrix. Okay. So together we'll solve first that, and then after we'll continue with another thing. Correct? Is it fine now? How about now? Am I correct? My voice is there. Am I audible? Good. Chalo, theek. So I said that Rupesh has asked us doubt regarding the spiral matrix, and together we'll solve that first, and after that we'll be continue with the sorting. Okay. I will be revising every sorting algorithm that we have learned till now, including the basic and the advanced. Am I making sense, people? How about now? Okay, so yeah, let's start with the spiral matrix. Okay, I hope I'm audible still. No? Okay, just a minute. I'm doing one thing. Where it was. Okay. So in the spiral matrix, if you remember, just a minute. I'm audible, na? Am I still audible? Okay, okay. So yeah, let me create one new tab here. Down station, 3rd of July. So in the spiral thing, if you remember clearly, just a minute. I think so. We have learned it. Just let me open the question first. Then after I'll be going through the code also. So here was the question. Uh, Let's say I have something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Suppose I have something like this. If you are told that you need to print it in the spiral mode, that does mean that either you can print like this, either you can print like this. Anyway would be better. Okay, right? So you remember we did the question. How many of you are remembering this? How many of you clearly remember the logic and everything that we have done in this particular thing? How many of you are doing that? remembering na, है ना? Okay, chalo ठीक है. So together you will be also solving this thing with me. Okay, but let me just first tell you what is required here. We will be doing like this: 159, it should be printed like 9, 10, 11. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 4, 2, 3, 6, 7. This is what I wanted. Okay, this is what I want in the output. Cool. Okay, so in that as you know that we will be doing this with the 4 pointers. Okay, there will be 4 pointers in which I'm working. Fine. So what are the 4 pointers? First of all, I will be doing this will be my row mean. Okay, there are 4 pointers. First of all, it will be my row mean. Second pointer will be row max. Third pointer would be call mean. Fourth pointer would be call max. Okay, and this is also making sense also, right? Because I'm starting with the minimum column, minimum row, and I'm going till I'm going till the maximum of it. Okay, so if I say then in this particular thing, your output could be, if this is your given thing, their output should be 1, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 4, 3, 2, 6, 7. This is what my output is. Correct? Eh? Everyone? You know? And you remember here we followed the 4 pointer approach: row mean, row max, call mean, and call max. Correct? You know? So first of all, what was our first task was that first of all we will take 4 pointers, that is row mean, row max, call max. Okay. First task is to take pointers. Now second is very obvious. Second is very obvious and very childish also, that you know that you want output in 159. You want to print that first of all. You know, divide your task in some other subtask. That is what. First of all, you need the 1, 5, and 9 in order to print this. Then after we'll think about it how we'll be printing that. So can I say that in my first loop, can I say that in my second task, that in my first loop, if I will be iterating my elements from starting from row mean, ending from row max, and my constant term would be call mean. Because if you see here, every time in every element, my call mean is the same, correct? You know? So can I say that in my first loop, I will be iterating from row mean, I will be going till row max, right? And my call mean would be the fixed one. Okay, so which is my fixed one? My call mean would be the fixed one. Correct? And it is making sense also now that if you are picking this elements in this, my row mean, row max are variable. So I'm starting from this, ending from this, but call mean is fixed, so that I'll be able to print this. Correct? Fine. Now starting with the second one. Now I need to print 10, 11, and 12. है ना? So in order to do that, don't you think so? I need to do some changes in this, है ना? I need to change something in this, right? So I need to do what? I need to do what? I need to do this call mean plus plus, because if I need to print this 10, 11, and 12, so in that my call mean was will be the main thing, which is no dependent on this particular printing process. Correct? So I'll be cut that, and here it will print. Okay, this will be my column. Correct? Now in order to print that 10, 11, and 12, can I say that my call mean, from starting from call mean I need to print my elements, ending from call max, है ना? Because I need to print this, right? Right, people? And in that my row max would be fixed. Correct, है ना? So let us do that also. So in my third step, what I will be doing, that I'll be taking my second loop. In that, what I will be doing, I'll be starting from call mean, ending from call max. है ना? and my fixed element would be row max, है ना? So I'll be writing that starting from call mean will go till call max, and my row max would be uh, fixed, right? यही तो होगा ना, row max would be fixed. Now after that I need to print this, है ना? So in that, don't you think so? I need to do something in this. If row max is lying here, it will print 10, 8, 12, but 12 is already printed, right? So don't you think that I need to do it minus minus, row max minus minus, like this? है ना? Then after it will print 8 and 4. Yes or no? है ना? So if you no write, then here my row max would be minus minus, row max would be minus minus, and if you remember that in my call mean would be plus plus, है ना? Call mean would be plus plus, because it was standing here. I had plus plus by doing that, correct, है ना? Yes or no? In my third operation, what I will be doing, I will be starting from, I have to print this, right? So I will be starting from row mean, ending till row, starting from row mean, ending to row mean, and my fixed element would be row call max, है ना? Right? So my fixed element would be call max. यही तो होगा, starting from row max, ending from row mean, fixed element would be call max, correct? ठीक है? So this will be my third loop. In that, I will be doing starting from row max, ending from row mean. My fixed element would be again call max, and the operation that I'll be doing is call max minus minus, because I need to, then after I need to print this 3 and 2, because 4 is already covered. This is the same way as we did earlier. So it will be like this. Clear? ठीक है? है ना? Now my only one loop is remaining. Now since I have to cover 2 and 3, since I have to cover this 2 and 3, है ना? So my row mean would be constant, है ना? My row mean would be the constant term, and it will print from starting from call mean to call max. Can I say that? Then after I'll be doing row plus plus. Clear? Okay. So in my fourth operation, what I'm suggesting is, since I need to print 2 and 3, correct? So I'll be doing row mean will be my constant term. I will be printing from call mean till the point of time call of max. And after the time period of this, I will be doing row mean plus plus. Na? Row mean plus plus after printing this. So my row mean and row max would be pointing to the same thing. Correct? Yes or no? Yes, call max to call mean. What did I wrote? Huh. Call max to call mean. Okay. Okay. Now after I'll be doing this, my task would be done. My almost task would be done. I can cover this whole for loops in one loop to take care of this. Okay. So my condition would be what? My rows into column would be my condition till the point of time it will run. And in the second spiral covered, we do not need to cover all the for loops. So we will take care of that as well. So yeah. Okay. So in order to work with this, don't you think so that we'll be just requiring four loops, and in my while loop, my condition would be what? That I'll be keeping care of my counter,
My one of the variable would be my counter, right? And my counter should be less than number of elements, correct? And number of elements would be what? See, I'll be keeping care of this counters. Okay, what I said is there are this thing, right? So if I'll be covering, if I want to cover entire thing, my main objective is what? I have to cover the entire element, correct? And so in order to cover the entire element, don't you think so that my condition would be like this? While, and here my I'll be having a counter variable, counter, which is checking every time, which is checking every time that whether your counter is less than number of element in that or not. Now how to find this number of element? Number of element is nothing but what? See, this is my 2D array, right? This is my 2D array, है ना? This is my 2D array. So can I say that it is nothing but my row into col? Yes or no? But how to find this row? I can find my row by doing what? Array dot length. अरे एरे डॉट लेंथ करोगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा ना लेंथ उसका, 2D होगा या फिर 1D होगा, है ना? And if you want to find the calls of it, can I say that I need to go further one step here and I need to find array of 0 dot length? This we have covered many times. Yes or no? Correct? Okay. So I'll be just showing you the code. I will not code here because I'll be just revising the thing. So I'll be sharing my VS code. Where is VS code? It's open. Let me know once you guys can see the screen. Can you see the screen now? This is what we have covered, hai na? So see, what is it? I have first initialized my array. I have row mean. I have row max. I have call mean at standing at 0. I have call max standing at the array of 0 dot length minus 1. That is what? The calls of it, correct? Is it clear? 4 pointers are clear where it's present right now. You know? Then after I have my counter and my number of elements, this two. Because I need to check that whether my counter is number less than number of elements or not. If it is not, then I should break. You know? And if you want, you can also, remove this condition also. This is perfectly fine for now. Okay. If we remove this condition, then I think so it will be run as it is. Now see here what we did here. We ran 4 loops. First is starting from row min to row max. Then after we are printing the element. Then after we are doing counter plus plus and call min plus plus, because I need to also doing my counter plus plus every time. Yes or no? Okay. Then after I have this second loop of my call min and call max. Okay. So in call min and call max, you are printing your array max and call in your array, and in that you are also doing count plus plus and row max minus minus. This is the same way we have discussed. In the third, the same way, starting from row max to row min, doing the call max minus minus. In the fourth, starting from call max to call min. See, call max to call min. In that we are doing row min plus plus. Am I clear up to this? So if you guys can run this, and see, it's printing like this: 1 4 7 8 9 6 3 and 2 and 5 should print. 2 and 5 is printing. Correct? Fine. Considering this is my array, है ना? Fine. And if you put that condition also, it will be, I think so, the same thing, but it will check every time whether whether a condition has been reached or not, because we are doing with the for loops, correct? Now, so in each and every loop, after completing each and every loop, it is checking. So it is also one of the like great ways to optimize it. Okay, output would be the same. Clear? Hai? Output is still same. Anyone is having any other doubt apart from this? कोई भी डाउट है इसमें? ठीक है, ओके, चलो. So we are starting now with the what we have learned in the previous sessions, in the couple of sessions in the week, that the sorting thing. Okay, so in that, what we have is, so right now I'll be asking you some questions. Okay, I'll be also revising you every algorithm that we have learned till now. But then after, I'll be also asking in between also. So keep present here, present here. Okay, presence of mind, Rakna, because I'll be asking anytime to you. You should be answering with the particular thing. Correct? Hai? Okay, everyone is ready. By doing that also, you can realize that how much you know about this. Okay, so now, till now we have learned the sorting algorithm. Now in that, there were two things. First of all, the we have learned about the basic algorithm. In the basic algorithm, we have learned first. Please share it in Slack. This PDF you mean, Ankit? Code. Okay. What I'll be doing is I'll be uploading that along with the thing also, and I'm also pasting it right now. Okay, you can paste it from this. Can you see that? And voice issue is for everyone. Fine. Huh? Okay. Let me know once you can feel that it's not fine. I'll be doing that. And yeah, I think so. In the Zoom, we can also share the files also. है ना? I think so. Attachment भी sent होता है इधर. So I am sharing the entire code here also for those who want this right now. Okay, I have shared it. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Now what we'll be doing is, yeah. First of all, our algorithm was the bubble sort, selection sort, and insertion sort was the two things, right? So the selection sort. Second is my bubble sort. Third is what my insertion sort. Clear? Now, in the advanced algorithm, what we have learned is, in the advanced algorithm, we have learned two algorithms. One is my merge sort, and my second would be the quick sort. Okay, so let us look at one by one of it. Okay, let's look at one by one from it. This okay. So I'll be giving you the array, and I'll be asking you to do that. Every one of you will take a picture of that and sharing with me in the group right now. So I'll tell you what is expected. Right now my array is 5 now, 5 9 1 4. Then after I have 3, and what else I can give? Yeah, I can also give it like 6. Huh, abhi ye chalega. So in that you need to solve it with the quick sort. Sorry, not quick sort. You need to solve it regarding the insertion sort. You have to use the insertion sort here, and you need to send me the dry run of it as we do in every other algorithm step by step. You need to do the dry run of it by insertion sort. So remember the insertion sort and give me the dry run pick for this. Everyone will do that. So remember, insertion sort is what? Sort means that we have an unsorted region and we have a sorted region. We will pick element from unsorted region and insert it as at its right position. You know? So let me write this also for those who like need that. Will It will pick all elements one by one from the unsorted array region, from the unsorted array region, and insert them at their correct position. in sorted region. You remember that, everyone? This is what we did in the insertion sort. Okay. So start working on it. I want answer from everyone. Okay. But yeah, see, remember, first of all, my region would be this. Then I'll be checking this. If it's this is my sorted region, this is my sorted region. I'll be checking this, other I'll shift this. This is what we have done in the insertion sort. Okay. So start working on it. Everyone will share the picture of it at the like after some time. Okay. So do the process now. Then after I'll be doing, I'll be telling you. Clear? Eh? Question is clear for everyone? Okay. Start now. Suraj, I think you have done some mistake here because our array was not this 1591436 nahi hai. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. 159, yeah, 159. It's not 159, it's 591436. Suraj, this thing is like this only. Okay. Yes, that is why I think so. You did some mistake, but it's fine. You know the concept. That is what needed. Ekta, you can share it here, na? You can share attachment in the Zoom, okay? Because this is a Zoom, you can share attachment also. ना सब share कर रहे हैं ना, तो you can share it. Okay, Ritik is also right. Everyone else was also good. ठीक है. So how about everyone else? They are trying. Aradhya, Hariharan, it's admin, Vishal, Ekta, Bharat. We have sent? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. First of all, you only send it. Yeah. Correct. Okay. See, guys, I'm doing now. See that where you were wrong previously. Okay. That is how we will be learning today. Now, just grab me pen. See how we will be doing that. My array is clear, right? It's 591 and things like that. It's not starting with one. Okay. So my array is right now what? 59143 6. Out of this is my region. है ना? This is my sorted region. This is my unsorted region. Correct है ना? So first of all, we'll be checking this 9. We'll be checking this for 9. You remember we'll be starting with I plus 1, है ना? Then after we'll be doing your process. So we'll take a variable. We'll take a new variable in that. No, Nilanjan, one is not there. One is like nice. I've just quoted a number that my first problem is this. Okay. Anyway, it's fine. Now I'll be storing this 9 in a variable, and now I'll start comparing. I'll start comparing every time. You know? So I see. 9 is what? 9 is greater than 5. So there is no need to change here. There is no shifting process will be done here. So my region will be automatically be get that shifted on this point. Correct? Okay. Right. Now my key would be what? Remember, we are working here with the keys. I did not see any time in anyone speak that they have done this with the help of the key. That is what I was expecting. Okay. So my key is right now what? 1. You know? Right? So I'll be start comparing now with the every element in my unsorted region. Sorted region, right? I'll be pick element from my unsorted region and insert them at its correct position in my sorted region. Now how to do that? I'll be taking that as my key. Now this key would be compared with each and every element of it till the time it is not placing at the correct position. So I'll be start, first of all, it is 9, right? So I'll be comparing my element of the key with the 9. Now, since my 1 is less than 9, so anyway, 9 would be not in the left hand side, 9 would be shifted, right? Because 1 is lesser than it. So 9 के left side में ही 1 आएगा, correct? ठीक है? So can I say that 9 would be anyway shifted? So see, this is my key. So anyway, I need to take it right like this. Okay. I need to take it and store it in another variable. Okay. Now I see that there is a element called as 9. 1 is less than 9. So 9 would be anyway got shifted. Correct. Okay. Now I have my element as 5. Now I have element as 5. Now 1 is also less than 5. So can I say that in the left side only my key would become, so this 5 would be also get shifted. Correct. Yeah. And since I don't have anything here, so my 1 would be placed here. Correct. Till now, everyone is with me. Fine. Fine. And again, key over, see, my region would be this. Now, again, my key would be what? Key would be 9 here. Key would be 9 here. Yes or no? Key was 1 before. Now my key would be 9 now. Vishal, see here. Let me delete this. No, it would be 9 now. See, first of all, I had this. My key, see, I taken the 9. So my region was this, right? My region was like this. I taken this 1 as my key, correct? I shifted over here. Like this. And my region is still this. It's not this. Okay, I have this in my unsorted region. Am I making sense? If this is in my region, then I can take 4. But this is not in my region. How to do in my region? How to come in my region? Because these elements are sorted region, right? 9 is not sorted till. Correct? Yes or no? Why did you take 1 before 9? Okay. See, what I did here, I did not take 1 before 9. I assume that you already know that. Let me take it. Let me take one other time. Okay. See, I have my question like this: 5, 9, 4, 3, 3, and 6. One was 5, 9, 1, 4, 3, 6. That was my question, I think so. 5, 9, 1, 4, 3, 6. This was my question, right? This is my region. This is my sorted region. This is my unsorted region. Okay. Sorted, unsorted. Now out of this, what I did, that I took the element 9. Okay. Fine. Now this 9 will be my key now. Right? Okay. Now since this 9 is my key, I'll take a variable and store it. Okay. I take my variable and store it inside it, and I'll compare it. Fine. Or else I can also say that if I don't want to do that, then start my region from this. And now my element is what? 1. Element is what? 1. Are you clear? Okay. I compared 1 less than 9. So 9 would be anyway shifted. So 9 would be here. I compared with 5. So anyway, my 1 would be in the left hand side. So I did this and I pressed my 1. Now this will be my region, sorted region. This will be my unsorted region part. Now my key would be 9. Now I have to compare with the region in the sorted region. Now where it comes. So 9 is greater than 5. So no need to shift. 9 is greater than 5. So there is no need to shift the elements. Correct? So if I don't want to shift my elements, then can I say that I'll just change my region like this? There is no shifting process will be done. So can I say 9 will be in the right place right now in my sorted region? See this, it is sorted now every time. So right now my region is what? 1, 5, 9. This is my region, and I have 4, 3, 6. 4, 3, 6. This is my thing. Now I have key as my 4. Okay. Now I can take 4 as my key. Okay. Now my key is equals to 4. Now I'll take 4, compare it with the unsorted region part. So my 4 is less than 9. So can I say 9 would be get shifted? So my 4 would be here, 9 would be here. Now my 4 is less than 5. Can I say it will be get shifted? So my 5 would be here, 4 would be here. Now my 4 is greater than 1. Can I say there is no need to do anything? It is on the right place. Correct? Okay. Right? So now my sorted region would look like this. Clear? Okay. Now, until element is sorted, region will not shift. Yes. See, you just need to make true this condition. If your key is greater than in the sorted region part, then you need not to shift. If this key is less than your array of j or array of I, then you need to do a shifting process. Nilanjan, am I clear? Now, can I say this will be my new key? So my key will be here, would be 3. Now I'll compare every element with the unsorted region. First of all, I'll compare with 3 less than 9. So can I say it will be get shifted? So my 9 would be here, 3 would be here. 3 is less than 5. Can I say it will be get shifted? So my 5 would be shift here, 3 would be shift here. 3 is less than 4. Can I say it will be get shifted? Yes. So my 3 will be here, 4 will be, sorry, 4 will be here and 3 will be here. Now my 3 is greater than 1. Can I say my job is done? So it will be not get shifted anytime. Okay, so my 3 will be here and my region would also be get increased by this. Clear? Now I need not to take the 6 as my key because if you remember every time we are comparing with the element less than 1, right? But here I will need to take it. We need to take this as my key. So my key would be 6. 6 is less than 9. Can I say it will get shifted? No. 6 will be here, 9 will be here. 6 is greater than 5. Can I say my job is done? So this is my answer. So you need to take it with the keys. So if you see, there are for n number of elements, there are n minus 1 operation. Yes or no? There will be n minus 1 operation. So remember that in the basic algorithms, every time we will be having n minus 1 operations only. There will be no time that it will be doing n operation. In basic algorithm, that will be, or every time it will be doing n minus 1 operation. And I think so you have analyzed that as well. If not, we'll be doing that right now. Okay. So in the selection sort, it will be work like this. If I'll be showing you the code of this, do you want to see the code? Let me show you. It's nice here. So let me show you the code also. So every time if I'll be asking you to dry run anything, you have to do like this. So now insertion sort will be like this. And here, let me write the comments also. Okay. So I have taken this as length of an array. Now I have compared every time that with the n minus 1 operation. Okay, so it will be done with the n minus 1 operation. It is responsible for doing n minus 1 operation because I am doing with 1 to n, not 0 to n. Correct? Okay. So the element which is picked from the unsorted region, element which is picking from the unsorted region, and region, and it needs to be placed at its right position in sorted region. This is what we have with it, and this is what my main idea was, right? Now here what we are doing, if your current element, which is your element, this is what my element is. So if your current element is at ith index, the sorted region sorts I minus one element. Can I say that? Because anyway, if I'm having something in my sorted region, we need not to check anything on this, correct? है ना? ठीक है, I minus one index, not element. सही है? ठीक है? Now here what we are doing the shifting process. Array of j plus 1 equals to array of j is what? My shifting process. So if I'm seeing that shifting process, if I'm seeing that if my element is less than my array of j, so can I say I need to do my shifting? Otherwise I need not to do anything. I need to do the shifting process, and after I have to check the another element also, correct? So check for the another element also if present. Okay, right? Yes or no? So this is how it is working here in the insertion sort. Okay, and here what I'm doing, I'll be doing what? I have to place my element, place the element at its correct position, at its correct or right index. Okay, so this is how my insertion sort is working. Please do one thing, like if you want, do not see the code, see just the logic. Logic is clear to everyone. Logic is clear to everyone what we are doing here, you know. So do not see the code, try to write the logic on your own. If you are stuck anywhere, then only you have to see. Okay, so I'm just giving you 5 minutes to do that. You're not getting the option of it. You just try to do drag and drop. Okay, see, in the chat section you will be having you can open the chat section and you can just drop your file in the chat section. It will be done. Try doing like that. Okay. चलो गाइस आगे चले क्या? कैन वी मूव फॉरवर्ड? ओके ठीक है. So now, guys, I think so. This will be helpful to you in the examination. See, do you know about like if I want to conclude about this time complexity of this, what it will be for insertion sort? In the best case and in the worst case. No problem, exam. See, you don't have to like just see the concept. That's fine. If you cannot post it, that's perfectly fine. Like what else we can do if you cannot post it, right? No worries. Chalo. So in the best case, what my time complexity would be? Best case it will be order of n. In the worst case, it would be order of n square. This is what we have seen, correct? Now I'm just saying something which is I think so helpful to you in your examination. Do you know about what is my polynomial complexities? You remember we did like if my order of one, then it will be my linear thing, order of n. It will be my constant of order of one. Order of n would be my linear complexity. Order of n square would be my quadratic complexity. Yes or no? Order of n factorial would be my factorial complexity. Similarly, order of log n would be my logarithmic complexity, or we can say polynomial complexity. Clear? n log n भी इसमें आ गया. Okay. So sometimes क्या होगा कि you know the answer, you know that its complexity is n log n or log n, but you don't know that it will be done in your my OneNote is not shown. Okay. It's present now. Okay. So I wrote that I think so my browser was visible. Sorry, my OneNote was visible. See, my time complexity for this with the best case would be order of n, worst case it would be order of n square in the insertion part. But I think so this would be something which is helpful to you in your examination. I think so. I don't know that whether it's there on your paper or not. But see, if I'm saying that it's my order of one complexity, that does mean that it is having constant complexity. Order of n would be linear, n square would be quadratic, n factorial would be factorial complexity, and log n would be what? Polynomial complexity. Sometimes क्या होगा कि you know that its complexity is n log n or so, but you don't know that where it is lying, like in the constant or in the exponential, which. Okay. And suppose you have something like, see, n factorial would also be called as your exponential complexity. Why? Because n factorial ko I can write n raised to n also, right? So can I say it will be nothing but my exponential complexity? Okay. है ना? These are the some terms which I think might be helpful to you. So just look into it also. Sometimes you know that this time complexity is n log n or so, but you don't know the exact word of it. This might happen to you. Fine. Now, after this, can I say that this is a second question. In that, I'm giving you the array like 5, 3, 8, 4, 6, and you need to solve it with the bubble sort. You remember the bubble sort? The greatest element in the first iteration would be come at the end of the thing. It will form a bubble. It will form a bubble. So you need to solve it with the help of the bubble sort. And yeah, remember, this is your question. This 2 is not included in the array. Okay. Okay. Now start working on it and let me know once you are done. Those who can, please post the picture on the Zoom chat also. And Ekta, if you can just try to download the desktop app from the next time, if you can. Otherwise, browser will be also fine. Sure, correct? Okay. Start working on it. You need to give me the picture of the dry run of it. Okay. That's what my question is. Okay, chalo. So in this, what we need to do is, what we need to do is, I think everyone, like most of you were correct, but most of you did the shortcut thing, है ना? You need to have the 4 iteration here. Okay, it will be not done in the 1 iteration, है ना? I saw some pics in that they have done, they did just 1 iteration in this, but it will not work like the same way. Now, what we need to do here is, just a second, what it is in the comment. Yes, you did in the 3 operation, but let me show you how it actually will be done. Okay. Now, if I have this array, can I say that first of all, it needs to be compared. This will compare to this. Now swap will happen. Yes or no? So it will be 3, 5, 8, 4, 6. Now I'll compare this to this. Swap will happen. Yes. 3. No, swap will not happen here. No? Swap will not happen here. So I will compare this. Swap will not happen here. So the array will be same. 3, 5, 8, 4, 6. Now I'll compare this to this. Swap will happen or not? Swap will happen now. So 3, 5, 4, 8, 6. Now compare this to this. Swap will happen or not? Everyone, in this transaction, my swap will happen or not? Happen, right? Anna? So I'll just do 3, 5, 4, 6, and 8. So this will be my array after my first iteration. Correct? Anna? Now in my second iteration, you remember we need to do the second iteration as well. Say that this is my array. Now, can I say that I'll start from this of my second array? Okay. Now I'll compare this to this. First of all, let me write it. Okay. Now here I'll compare 5 to 3. Swap will happen or not from this? No, right? Swap will not happen. So it will be as it is. Now here to here, swap will happen or not? Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. This to this. Swap will happen or not? No, it will not. 5, 6, 8. Now this will be the final thing in my second iteration. Correct? Okay, because this is already formed my bubble. Correct. Now in my third operation, so although it's not needed, but still we need to do it, right, in order to check whether it is done or not. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. From this to this, swap will happen or not? Not. This to this, not. This will need not to check because this is already formed a bubble. So now here I will check that my if swapped variable would be anyway my false, right? So I'll break my thing from here only. Correct? So in order to see whether your if swapped variable in the iteration, your if swapped variable, it is true or not. If it is true, then can I say that this will be continued with the fourth step also? Correct? Yes or no? We remember this variable called as if swap we have followed in order to generate the optimized bubble sort. Fine, है ना? So ideally for n-1 iteration it should happen, है ना? Ideally the n-1 iteration should happen, but in between, if in any iteration, if there is no swap, then I should return from that only. This is what my thing is. You don't need to execute after that. Correct? Okay. This is all about the bubble sort. Now, can I show you the code now? Let me show you the code. And the bubble sort. Huh. So see here, can you see my VS Code right now? Can you guys can see my VS Code screen? Okay, yeah, okay. So here, first of all, what I did is it is my length of array, right? And after this is my variable called as if swapped. This is what I'm doing is for n-1 iteration. N-1 iteration. Okay. If swap is right now false, we need to compare here with the adjacent element, correct? Anna? So we are starting the comparing the adjacent elements. So can I say for that I need to start my loop from the 0 ending till n minus 1, and I'm comparing here with the j to the j minus j to the j plus 1. Okay. So if current element is, can I say that if current element is smaller and the element which I'm comparing, suppose if current element is smaller than I'm comparing after, right? So element is bigger. Okay. Current element is smaller and comparing element is bigger, then we do not need to swap. Can I say that? No, we do need to swap. Okay. We do need to swap. Okay. And can I say that if my current element is greater than my j plus 1, I do swap, right? So this is what my swapping is. So we are swapping element at ith, at jth, and j plus 1th index. Correct? Okay? Right? Okay? This will be my code for my bubble sort. Okay? This is all the code for my bubble sort. I hope this is pretty much clear because this is pretty much simple, right? So simple. Okay? Now, okay. So now coming back to the OneNote. So this was my bubble sort. Now let us see the another sorting algorithm, which was what? The selection sort. Okay. So yeah, remember there is no basic algorithm. Till now we have learned two basic algorithms. There is no basic algorithm in which the n iteration should happen. Okay. Every time it will be n minus 1 only. Okay, Nilanjan, I will show you the pseudocode of it. I did not write it here, but just a second. Nilanjan, I did not write the pseudocode of it. There is a code, not pseudocode. Let me show you. Okay, you mean to say like comments, hai na? So I'll upload that. Nilanjan, what I'll do, I'll upload that so that everyone can see. Will it work? Okay. See. I'll upload everything what I did changes here in the files. Okay, you can change. You can see in the changes file. Fine. So now here my bubble for my bubble sort, my time complexity, since it is optimized, can I say it will be the order of n in the worst case? Sorry, in the best case, in the worst case it will be order of n square, correct? And since it is suppose man log if it's not the optimized thing, then everything would be order of n square only, correct? Now let us start with the third algorithm, which is what? The selection sort. So in my selection sort, what we need to do? Let's say, suppose man lo if I'm having elements like 20, 12, 10, then I have 9, then let me think, 2 and 15. Let me do like this, not 2, 15, 15 and 2, so that it will make for a correct positions. So in selection sort, if you remember, we are selecting the correct element and placing at the right, at the start of unsorted region, correct? We'll select the element and we'll place it in the correct position of the unsorted region, correct? Enough? So first of all, we will select the element and we need to place it at start of unsorted region. If you remember, we did that. Every time we will do that. Okay. Selection sort is always selecting the smallest element. Selection sort will always select the smallest element. In insertion sort, you pick the element and you insert it at the right position, correct? But here we already know the right position. Suppose for this, we already know its right position. We just need to place it at its right position. In insertion sort, first of all, we were taking that, and then after we were finding the position, correct? So right now what we are doing, we'll select this element and we'll see if any element is less than this is present here or not. If it is, we'll just swap it. So this 2 will be swapped here. Can I say that? Correct? So let me do dry run of this in on behalf of you. So this 2 will be placed here, 20 will be placed here, and between everything will remain same. Okay, this is what my sorted region, this is what my unsorted region. Okay. Okay, so I have to pick element from the unsorted region and I have to check every time. So now I'll pick this 12, and after I'll check in the this whether anything less than 12 is present or not. If it is, this is my element which is less than 12. So I will do 2, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20. Can I say that? Now after I'll pick the 10. Any element is which is less than 10 present here? Minimum of 10? No. So I'll add in my team 12, 15, 20. Now, any element which is less than 12 present here? No. 10, 12, 15, 20. Same with this. Am I done? Okay, I'll be done. Okay, like this it will happen. Basically, we need to find the element which will be placed over here in the place of 20. Okay, basically we need to find, see what I did here. This was it, right? So I need to find some element which will be placed here instead of this. Okay, and I found this. No, Ankit, as I said, na, you need to take your elements from the unsorted region. Okay, first of all, we took this, and the sorted region will this, unsorted region will this. So every time we were taking the element on the first step of unsorted region, if you see. Clear? Yeah. Yes, with minimum index. Let me show you the code also. Selection sort. So in selection sort, see, I'll write it. We did with the n-1 operation again, n-1 iteration. Okay. Now here what we are doing, it is nothing but index of minimum element. Okay. Right now, first of all, we are considering that whatever we have, it is minimum. Then after we are checking whether if anything is less than on this is present or not. Okay. We are just checking that. And after our checking is done, we are just seeing that if it is we are just swapping our minimum index element with our current element. Correct? This is how it is happening. Am I clear? No? Okay. Okay. Now our task with the basic sorting is done almost, and we are starting now with the mod sort, which is our first algorithm in our advanced sorting thing. Correct? Okay. So remember that in merge sort, it works with the idea of divide and conquer. It works with the idea of divide and conquer. Let's suppose I have this array. Let's suppose I have 6, 5, then after I have 12, 10, 9. This is my array. And let's take one more example of this also, like 1. Okay, this is my array. You need to do the dry run of it. Okay, so how you will do it? Yes, no problem. Let's take 5 minutes of break. No problem. Chalo, let's take 5 minutes of break, and we'll be back at 12:38. Okay, let's take 6 minutes of break. 7 minutes. Cool. Okay, come back with the fresh mind. Am I audible, guys? I hope my screen is also visible to all of you. Okay. So in merge sort, you need to do now the divide, like using this merge sort divide and conquer, you need to do a dry run of this. So if I ask you to do the dry run of this, what would be your take? Your take would be the simple one here, that first of all, you need to take the middle of it. Okay. If you take the middle of it, then your left subarray would be like this. Right subarray would be something like this. This is something we are looking at the divide process. Okay. This is the part of the divide process. Now further, if you divide this, you will be having 6, 5, and now this is the 12. Now since this is my base case, this will be my base case. Here also it would be what, 10 and 9, and after that I'm having here the number 1. Clear? Okay. Then after further, if I divide this here, I'll be having 6, I'll be having 5. Now since this is also my base case, because I'm having the single element only here. Clear? Okay. So these are the process of my divide thing till now. Now the process of conquering the elements would be started. Yes or no? Now the conquer process will start. Now you apply the 2-pointer approach here, P1 and P2. Okay. This will be my P1. This will be my P2. Okay. Or as like take like P0 and P1. You can also take anything you can take. Like there are 2 pointers here. Now, after doing that, we will be just conquering it. Okay. That's what like merging process of it. So now since my P0 is greater than my P1, so my P1 will come first. P0 will come later. Here also it will be my P0 and here will be my P1. If I conquer that, I'll be having 9 and 10 here because P1 is less than P0. Correct? Okay? Yes or no? Right? So P0 will come first in the first array. So my array would be look some like this. And I also have 12 here. I also have 1 here. Correct? Okay? So now my conquer process will run on this thing. My P0 will become this. P0 will become first of all this will be my P1. Now since my P0 is less than P1, so my 5 will come first. Now my P0 will be moved from this to this. 6 is less than 12, so my 6 will come now this. Now no element is left, so my P1 would be appended here. Clear? Similar to here, my P0 would be here, P1 would be here. Since my P0 is greater than my P1, so my P1 would come first, and I don't have anything left, so I'll be just appending the P0. Clear? Okay. This will be my process of conquering, yes or no? After that, since I have to just conquer this 2, now I have to just conquer this 2. So my P0 would be this, P1 would be this. Since my P0 is greater than my P1 would come first, P1 would move here. P0 will be less than my P1, so my P0 would come here. P0 will move to this. Since my P0 is less than my P1, again, my P0 will come here and my P0 would move this. My P1 is less than my P0, my P1 would come on this. And my P1 would move into this. Since my P1 is less than my P0, my P1 would come on this. Since I don't have anything left, I will be having this. Am I clear how the process of conquering is done? Am I clear, guys? Okay. So the time complexity of this is n log n, as we all know, by using the recurrence relation and all. And yes, see, the space complexity every time will depend on 2 things. Okay. Anytime if you're asked about the space complexity, then it will depend on 2 things. Either, first of all, that if you have taken some extra memory, yes or no. If you have taken, then your space complexity will be made on basis of that. Okay. And first of all, it will be my extra array space if I have taken some or not. And the second would be recursion call. How many recursive call I have made in my call stack. That is what it's depend. This two things is dependent on space complexity. Now, if you see here, my total number of recursion call would be log n, because every time I'm dividing my array to the half, correct? And while merging the thing, my array, I'm taking my extra array space of order of n while merging with the array. Merge to sorted array function is taking my order of n extra space, correct? Okay. So extra space is in the merge to sorted array part. If you call your array from left to right part, the merge will something look like this. Suppose man lo ki if you had this array, right? If you have this array 3, 4, 5, 1, then you had 20 and 10. This is what your array was. So in that, what you will do is you will start from this and up to this position, and your mid would be something relying on this position, correct? Okay. So now this would be your first sub array that you will be taking off. So if you call your array from left to right part to merge, it will look something like this, correct? After that position, right? Okay. Yes or no? So in the code, if I have to show you in the code, then just a second. I hope my my screen is visible to all of you with the screen of merge sort. Right? So what I'm doing here, I'm just starting first of all with the start is greater than or equals to end. I'm returning. This is more nothing but my case of my base case. Then what I'm doing, I'm finding the mid, and with respect to that mid, I'm just first calling from start to mid, then from mid plus 1 to end. These are my both recursion calls. After ending this process, I'm starting the process of merging and comparing the P0 and P1, correct or not? And if you see in this particular function of merge, you can see clearly that you have A1 and A2, which is what? New array of you. Right? So can I say, if I just add this two lengths, I will be getting the length of n, correct? And yeah, see why I'm taking here mid minus start plus 1. So I'm taking here mid minus start plus 1 because I don't think so. You can see my screen of OneNote. Let me share it also. So why I'm doing like that? So if you see that, let me paste it over here. My code was looking like this. Okay. So in here, if you see, I am taking m1 is equals to what? Mid minus start plus 1. Why? Because since I'm starting with here, start, mid, and end. This was my first sub arrays. Okay. So in that, if I want to just merge these two, man lo ki this is my where it was. This is my first sub array, and this is my second sub array. I need to merge these two. Okay. So in that part, if I will be just taking off mid minus start plus 1, that does mean what? I'm taking mid minus start plus 1. What does that mean? It means that 2 minus 0 plus 1, it is what? 3. Can I say that? So can I say that I want to create the new array of the size 3 in order to merge these two? Because what I was doing, I was comparing, I was taking at P0, I was taking this as P1, and I am just comparing whether my P1 is less than my P2 or not. Can I say that? Yes or no? I did that just now. But in order to do that, मेरे पास ये दो तो चाहिए होंगे ना एक array में, है ना? So let's suppose Vishal is having the big task to solve this array. Let's say 3, 5, 4, 8, 10. This was my array. Vishal, I gave this task to Vishal. Now Vishal is very smart. What he did is he passed this. He divided this array into two parts: 3, 5, 4, and 8, 10. Okay. This task he gave to Ritik. That hey Ritik, please do this process and sort this array. Okay. This task he gave it to Ekta. Now he will say to Ekta that Ekta, please sort this and give back me the answer. Okay. Now Ritik has given him the answer that 3, 4, 5, and Ekta did return like this. Now Vishal is having this two array, but Vishal is having this two array, but he needs to be put in this, correct? This is my big chunk of this box. So from this box, he had to first copy the array part in some extra space. So let's say he has taken the A1. In that A1, he has stored 3, 4, and 5. In the A2, he has taken 8 and 10. And from here, he will be just comparing. So in order to store it, हमारे पास बॉक्स तो चाहिए होगा ना ये 3 का. That is why we are doing that. That is why we are doing that mid minus start plus 1. That does mean that whatever my mid will be, whatever my start will be, if you do plus 1, this will be my box of my this. Similar case in my this. I'll be just taking what? And minus mid. Okay. So and would be what? And would be what? 5. You know? So I'll be, if I'm be just doing my process of 5 minus 2, that does mean what? 3. So I'll be having this process, this box of 3. I'll be having this box of 3. First of all, I'll be storing that like this, and then after I'll be start comparing of it. Can I say that? See, this process is what? Storing the elements. I'll be assigning everything in the A1. Okay, now it's clear why we are doing that. Ritik, Ekta, Vishal, am I clear? Okay. So now, if you look at the code, now it will be very much clear to you. Now see the code. This process M1, N2, A1, A2, assigning the process is done. Now here, what I'm doing, we did this multiple number of times. We are just checking whether my P1 is less than A1 dot length, P2 is less than A2 dot length or not. Because if it's not, then we have to just assign it, remaining element. Remember, if it is not, if it is not, then we are just doing this. What it is, we are just checking whether my P1 is less than P2 or not. If it is, then we are just storing it, and we are just doing P1 plus plus and K1 plus plus, K plus plus. Yes or no? This is what we did right now. Correct? Making sense, everyone? Why we are doing that and not? And this process, if you remember, after we are reaching at the end of any one pointer, let's say P1 or P2, can I say if I have reached at the end of P1, I can copy entire element of P2 in my sorted array? This process is for that, if you remember. Okay, see, my P1 has come to the end. What I did, I take every element of P2 and I assign into my array. So yeah, similar case of my P2, if my P2 has come to the end, I can take every element from my P1 and assign it to my array, which is this. Clear? Okay, okay. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this process? So in that case, on considering that, let me come to the another part of it. The last part for today, that will be the quick sort. Okay, it was the quick sort. Now in the quick sort, let me give you the array, like say 5, 6, 9, 1, 4, 3, 2, and 7. Let's suppose I have this. I need to sort my array with using the quick sort. Now you remember what we did in the quick sort. We have taken the pivot element, and from that pivot element we were checking every element. Yes or no? And last element will be my pivot element. Like see, any element will be my pivot element. Okay, not just last. Okay, fine. Now if I will just do the dry run of it, then 7 will be my pivot element. Now whoever element is my less than 7 will be come on this side. Now in the same relative order. Okay, so 5, 6, 1, 4, 3, 2. This will be my left partition. Yeah, and see, quick sort is working on the concept of partition, if you remember. And we also saw many applications of this partition. On the Monday also, we will be solving many things with this particular sorting algorithms in the problem solving class. Okay. So in this 5, 1, 4, 3, 2 we had, and here we had 9 only. Okay. Now this 2 will be my pivot element. Now whatever is less than 2 will be come on this side. Correct or not? 7 will be on this, since it was my pivot. So now 2 will be in my middle. Whoever less than 2, which is what? 1 only. Greater than 2 will be what? 5, 6, 4, and 3. Correct? 7 and 9. Now, from this, 3 will be my pivot. Whatever less than 3 would be come on left side, which is nothing. In the right side, it will be 5, 6, 4. 4 will be my pivot element. In the left side, it will be nothing. Left side, right side will be 5 and 6. Now I'll be take 6 as my pivot element. Now in the left side, it will be 5. In the right side, it will be nothing. So this will be what my dry run of this quick sort. If 2 is pivot, then why it is at left? 2 is pivot. 2 is pivot. See, this 2 was my pivot, right? In the left, whatever element is less than 2, I will put, right? So it is 1. In the right side, I have put the greater element. Nilanjan, am I clear? It will be in the middle. See, this is my array, right? Okay, so I took my 2 as my pivot element. Now, which is less than my 2? 1 only. Greater than 2 will be this, correct? So I have just combined this 2. You can also write it like this. Clear? Okay. Got it? Okay. This will be my dry run for my quicksort. It is one of the most easiest algorithm as well. Okay. Let us look at the code. It's not very far that we have learned this quicksort algorithm. So I think so you all will remember this. In the quicksort, we have array low high, where like the base condition would be the same in the my merge sort. So it will be the low. Whenever my low is equals to or greater than bypassing my high, I should return. Then after I'll be finding my pivot element where it is. Okay, wherever my pivot element will be, it will be my proper element. It will be my correct element. Correct. Okay, so I'll be calling the partition with the array low and high. Okay, then here also I'll be taking my pivot. Any element will be my pivot. So I'm taking as array of high, which is not array of last element. Okay, my first element would be I would be what? Low -1. You remember we started with the low with the I -1. Then after we will be if my element of j is less than my pivot, then after I'll be doing I plus plus. That is what I will be coming to the 0th position. Right now it is in the 0 -1, which will be -1 position. Correct? Yes, it is 2 pointer. Okay. On basis of that, I'll be doing the swapping operation every time. And after that, my pivot should also be moved to the I plus 1 position, if you remember. Okay. And after that, I'll be just returning I plus 1 index, and it will be written on this. And after I'll be calling my quick sort with the left partition and the right partition. Left partition would be from the low to the pivot -1, and right partition would be pivot +1 to the high, similar to the merge sort. Clear? Eh? Fine, everyone. Any other doubt apart from this? Do you have in your mind? You can ask now. Any general queries also, if you have, you can ask now. If not, we can conclude on this. And tomorrow we'll be meeting at the same time. And in that, we'll be solving a lot of problems. And I think so in this week, you will be having a lot of week offs and like holidays also. We just have session on the Monday and Wednesday only. In the remaining days, you will be having on the Sunday, I think so you have exam, right? Yes, on Sunday, I think so you have exam. So in this week, we'll be having just sessions on Monday and Wednesday only. Okay. Okay. So do prepare well. And I think so it's on the Sunday, 10th July. 10th July in on which day? 10th July on Sunday. On Sunday, you will be having exam. Okay. All right. So do prepare well. And if you have any queries, do ask me. And on the Monday and on the Wednesday, both the sessions will be on completely oriented to the problem solving only. We'll not learn anything new, any new topics now. We'll just solve the topics, problems also that we have learned till now. So till the Wednesday's class, we'll be solving the problems only. Okay. Chalo. On that case, let's say goodbye and have a great weekend. Do prepare well and sit with the TS if you can, and do revise the concept of entire week and make notes if you can. Okay, otherwise it's fine. Yes, I'll be sharing right away, Nilanjan. No worries. I'll be uploading right away because I do not need to export anything. Who is that? Just a second. Anand. Okay. Yes, Anand. What do you have in this? Please help me with this code. Okay. Let me see what it is. Roman point. Others can discard, like disconnect if they don't have any doubts. That's fine. Anand, what do you have in this? Like what do you have doubt in this? I think so. You want to convert your numbers from Roman to integer, correct? You are trying to do that. No? So yeah, why, like where you are stuck here? In which part? I mean to say, in which part you are no, you are stuck. At the last else part. Okay, let me see. So in the last else part, you are doing total plus equals to current integer, correct? Okay. Okay. Let me see the code first. I'll do one thing. I'll just try to run this out. Well, let's see what's in that. Just a second. So in the output, I think so you will be having 5 only, है ना? You are getting the 5 only, correct, Anand? Okay. So what is expected in output? Correct. Now tell me what is expected in the output. 6. Okay. Chalo. Let's debug this. Okay. 2 plus 1. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll just copy this and let's debug one by one. Okay. I think so that would be much more helpful to us. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Let's debug everyone. Mozilla. Any others, if they want, they can discard. Okay, there is no compulsion here. Like they can disconnect. That's completely fine if you don't have any doubt. Now, please tell me, Anand, once you can see my screen of developer tools. Okay. Okay. Let me indenting properly. So let me see the proper code here. Roman integer you are calling. So it will be going in this. Okay. Let's put debugger here. Okay. Let's try to run this out. So your s would be 6, right? Vi. Now you have declared your integer of everyone, everything. Like if you are getting v, then it will be 5. I, then it will be 1. Now your concept is what you are separating every character and you are finding its value and you are just summing it up. Correct, Anand? You know? So yes. So total would be initially 0, correct है? 0 till s dot length minus 1. Okay. Your current integer is at 5. S dot character at of I. Okay. So yes, your s would be your vi. So v would be what? 5. That is why it is giving us 5. Correct? Okay. Your next integer. So next integer would be 1. Okay. So current integer is 5. Next integer is 1. Now, okay, fine. So next integer, you are checking whether it's anything in the next integer or not. It is there. So if you are checking your current is greater than next integer or not. And if yes, then you are just doing plus plus. So total would be 5. Why it is 5? Okay, total will be 0. And you're just comparing, you're just adding the current integer on it. I'm just checking your logic, then after I'll optimize it. Okay, that is why it is giving you the 5 result. Now, okay, I got your point. I got your point. Say, Anand, why you are doing like this? Can you tell me the thing? Yes, here why you are checking like this? This condition is for which purpose? You can unmute yourself, Anand, if you want. If there is no next integer. Okay, so if there is no next integer, but see, if you have fetched it, okay, so after that you should check something else here. Okay, okay, man lo chalo, if you have put this, then can I say that I can just I can just do like this here. Instead of this, I can do like total is equals to current integer plus the next integer. Can I do that? And instead of printing here, you should print here, not in the middle. Okay, so I'll prefer that you will be just printing here. That is why it is giving the 2 outputs. Fine. So this would be my first take, that instead of this, can I do this if my next integer is this? And if not, then I will be just doing this current integer part. I hope I'm getting what I'm doing right now. You are getting it. So I'm running it out. 6. Is it correct, Anand? Clear? Anand, are you there? Clear? What the changes I have made? Because he has to start with 0 and he has to go till the end of the point. And yes, see, in your logic, see, if I'm just copying your logic and if I'll be just doing this as equals to, let's check what it will be giving us. It is 7 because it is running one more time. I hope am I getting everyone, Hariharan, Anand, what I'm doing? Clear? Hariharan? Okay, check with IV. IV. Okay. Okay, okay, chalo. If I'm doing like this, okay, Hariharan. Now, if I run this out, let's debug now. Okay, in my S Hariharan, I have IV. Okay, my logic is that I want to compare, I want to fetch every element of it, like I and V. If I, then I have to take the corresponding element of it, and if V, then I have to take corresponding element of it, and then I have to sum it. Correct? Okay, Hariharan, am I clear with the logic? Okay, now my I will be 0. I'm taking I is equals to 0. I should be less than length. Current element will be, current integer will be what? My first was what? I, right? So it will be 1 only. Okay, current integer is 1. Next integer is what? 5. Okay. Now my task is to just sum this both 2. Yes or no? Okay. So he has checked whether any next integer is there or not. Okay. If there, then he checked whether my current integer is greater than next integer or not, but I'm not sure why he has done this. Okay, because anyway you are doing the plus operation, you know, so why you need to check which is more and which is less. Anyway, now total plus is equals to next integer minus 1, it is what, 4. Then I'll do I plus plus, total is current integer, next integer is this, total is what, 6. Correct hai yahan tak? Clear? Now if I'm doing again, that it will be not run again because there is no next integer and there's no I. Correct? I'm done with my operation. Then I suppose it should return me 6. Clear hai Hariharan? Now in here, now if I'm doing vi, okay, it should also run the fine because of like your logic, Anand, as per your logic. Okay, it is running till one more operation because I have removed this one. Okay, if you want to run this out, see, yes, I'm doing that. Same thing, total equals to 0, 0 till the length of this. Current length would be 5 because my s is what, vi, hai na? Next integer is 1, current is greater than next, so I'll be doing this. So in that, this my total is with like this only, right? And current integer plus next integer is what, 6. So total is 6 now, right? And after that also it is running one more time because why, s is vi, right? And my I is right now standing at which position, 0. It has not done this I plus plus. Okay, so if you want to run your logic, then I can say you can change one more thing, like instead of this I plus plus in the else part only, can I do this here so that every time I'm doing my I would be plus plus. Yes, Anand, you can also unmute yourself. Let me unmute you.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I'm audible.
Yeah, audible.
What about IV? I mean, it should output would be 4, no? In IV.
IV it should be 6, na? Why
No,
plus
sir.
1?
No, IV should be 4, no, sir.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, IV should be 4. IV should be 4. It
Yes,
should
sir.
not
That's
be the
why
4.
I put this operation else part total plus is equal to next.
Okay. Okay. ठीक है. I got your point. Now see, instead of I plus plus, what I did is your I plus plus was in at this point, correct?
Yes.
So instead of that, I put here so that every time it will be increased.
But sir, it will increase in every time. Then what about this current in greater than equal to next 10? Then it will increase I by 2 times.
Okay. So your main concerned area would be, I think so, this else part, this or this else part, hai na? I think so.
This else part, last else part, this total is equal to, because in VI, I am not getting the output of last Roman number.
Okay, let's check. Okay, one more time. See, I'm doing this Roman integer. S would be VI. Current integer will be 5. Next integer will be 1. So technically, it should done the current integer minus next integer, correct? In order to get output 4, I should take, I should have current integer minus next integer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. So I'm checking whether my next integer is there or not. So I'll be go here. Okay. So now where is your code of minus thing? It is here. Okay. So technically it should come here.
Yes.
Yes or no?
I got the point. Next, I think it will be current int minus next int.
Yes. Anna?
Yeah, yes. Oh,
correct.
Okay.
Because this is greater.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Correct. Now got it?
Yeah, got it.
Hariharan, also you also got it? You got my point, Hariharan? What we are doing? Okay. Chalo. Great. Any other doubt anyone have?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Any other doubt anyone is having? If not, we can conclude. Okay. Okay. And yeah, Anand, that is great that you are doing this kind of things. Okay. Do continue this thing. Everyone else also. This will help you a lot. Okay. Chalo. we'll meet tomorrow. And in that we'll solve some more problems. Okay, so be ready with the logic of every algorithm that we have learned till now. Okay, so do one thing, everyone, if they are in the class, if they are not, do revise every algorithm's yeah, dry run code. Okay, how to do dry run, what is the code in the what the code we have written, and what alternative way we can write the code. If you are clear with this, you can easily able to solve the tomorrow's problems. Okay, I'll give you the time to solve that also tomorrow, and we'll continue with that. Okay, chalo. And yes, all the best for your examination. The next week you will be having your examination. Clear? Okay, chalo. On that part, goodbye, have a great weekend, and we'll meet on tomorrow at the same time.